Hello and welcome to Create the Flow. I'm Monica Freeman, host and founder of Monica Freeman Studios and Unewell. I am here to guide you in aligning with your soul's purpose, trusting your inner voice, and building a life that you truly love. You were born with a purpose, and your intuition already knows the way. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Today, I want to dive into emotions and speak to what the purpose of emotions really are and how you can look at them from a neutral lens as opposed to judging yourself if you are someone who is either highly emotional or not emotional. I was speaking with a client recently, and my client had said that they never felt anything. They were not an emotional being. And I'm a human design mentor, so we got deeper into her chart to understand if she had any defined centers or undefined. I won't speak too much to human design in this video because that's not necessarily what this is about. But I started to understand things about her specifically that helped her to understand why she felt like she didn't have any emotions. We started uncovering limiting beliefs from childhood where she had been conditioned to believe that she was supposed to suppress emotions. And that's what really prompted this video today. And that's because we all came into this universe, into this planet, onto this earth without any emotions. We were just a soul in a human body that came here to experience this human experiment of life. And when we look at a child, and a child, let's say he's having or she's having a temper tantrum and she's crying for a few minutes, they express that emotion. Nobody thinks anything's wrong with them because we know that they need their diaper changed. They need to be fed. They're upset. Something's going on. That's an emotion that's helping us identify what's happening internally with this child. They release it in a matter of seconds, maybe minutes, once they get the thing that they need. They don't judge themselves. They don't know that they're even having an emotional experience. They just pass through that emotion. Well, emotions are essentially meant to help us understand what's happening internally in our bodies. It's something that has the capability of passing through your body in a matter of seconds or minutes if you allow it. It's when we attach a narrative to that emotion where it becomes this loop that we create, and then we start to place it in the high vibe or the low vibe of the emotion scale predicated on that narrative. What happens when we take these emotions and we amplify them and we allow the narrative that we have created around that emotion and that story to continually loop in our mind and never, ever actually release it and just keep suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it. Over time, you start to feel sick. It can be a chronic illness. It can be an ailment. You can actually unknowingly manifest diseases. Yes, that is an extreme, but that happens every day. And it's because we think there is something wrong with us, that we feel anger, resentment, grief. And unfortunately, that's really toxic for our bodies. I speak to a lot of clients daily about emotion code releases and chakra healing because everything in my business is about energetic alignment. Every single thing in your entire life is about aligning to your energetic blueprint because everything on this planet is energy. And the more that you're in harmony and flow, the more you're going to experience peace internally and externally. So the more that you allow your body to experience what it is experiencing without judgment, the more you're going to create that harmony internally and externally. And a lot of this is making aligned decisions. When something feels good to you, doing more of that. And when something doesn't feel good to you, doing less of that. The more you unlearn or decondition things that don't align with you, or the more that you stop putting energy into things that don't feel good, the more you're going to open up your channels. So when you can get really clear about why you're feeling something, you don't have to create a story about it. Allow yourself to feel that. I feel grief today. I feel sadness today. You might actually be someone in human design who may wake up sad for no reason at all or wake up happy for no reason at all. You might have waves of highs and lows, and that is okay because that is your genetic makeup. So if today you want to lay in bed and feel really sad, allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Don't force something to be over before it has to be, but also don't create a narrative to hold on to something longer than it needs to be. An emotion is just an experience we're having in that moment. And the second that we allow it to release, however long that takes, it's gone. And then we get to experience another emotion and another and another and another. And that's beautiful. That's so exciting that we get to experience all of these. I want to cry. I want to laugh. I want to scream. I want to jump up and down. I want to love. I want to feel peace. I want to do it all. So if I can instill anything in this very short video, it's to open up internally and allow yourself to feel what you are feeling without judgment, without placing any negative connotation on you, looking at everything from neutrality and allowing it to come in, feel what you're feeling, allow yourself to understand where it's coming from without creating a story about it, and then releasing it to attract more peace and abundance. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you'd like more information, you can follow along on Instagram at Create the Flow Podcast or find me personally at Monica Freeman. And if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a review and share it with a friend.